Hi Aries, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your May monthly love reading. Let's go ahead and get started. I am accepting and starting to do private readings again, so if you're interested in ordering a private reading, just click on the link below and we'll bring you to my booking site and you can get that all set up. So I'm excited to start doing those again. All right, Aries. What are the messages and energies that you have for Aries love life in May? What are the messages and advice that you have for Aries? Aries love life. This one. Can you see all those? All right, Aries love life. Well, for starters, coming out of April, Aries, you have the Ace of Swords, which means that with respect to your love life, you have reached a point of clarity. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're just dating, whether you're starting a new relationship, whether you're restarting an old relationship, there's an air of clarity here. Now, the Ace of Swords also means great force, extreme hatred, extreme love. There's an extreme aspect to the Ace of Swords, extreme clarity. So, I mean, swords cut through things. So it's as if you're cutting through all of the BS that is either in your own mind or in somebody else's words and actions. You're cutting through that, or you have been through April. You're cutting through that, and you're now entering this phase and this mental state of clarity, all right, which is very freeing when you're talking about love, because even if your situation is stressful or you've been through a breakup, the clarity does offer you a sense of freedom. Now, your primary situation, your primary card for May is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands indicates you have a lot of wands in general. Well, not a ton, but there's three cards that indicate there's three cards that are wands related. So this could be very Aries centric, or you could be dating or interested in another fire sign. But the Page of Wands indicates messages. Now, this can very well indicate you looking towards the future, or you speaking of the future, or just being future oriented towards your relationship. Not looking back at the past, because again, you have this clarity now. There's no need to continue discussing anything that happened in the past, any words that were said, any fights that you had. Future oriented. Now, as a fire sign in general, Aries, you are future oriented and you're very optimistic. And so this speaks very well to your love situation, because anything that you are going to be wanting to discuss and communicate to your partner or love interest in May is going to be future oriented. It's as if you're going to say, look, I'm not talking about anything in the past. We're done talking about anything in the past. We're done worrying about it. We can either move forward or we don't have to move forward. That's fine. I'm only going to be future oriented. And then you also have the Ace of Wands here, which does speak to passion, okay, new beginnings. And it can mean that there will be very passionate moments for you in May. But crossing as a benefit or a challenge, but really crossing the Page of Wands, this really indicates that you are just looking forward. You're looking for new experiences. You want to talk about new experiences. You want to act as if this is a new experience, even if it's not. The card that's grounding your May love reading is the Three of Swords reversed, which is very interesting when we're looking at these three cards here. Actually, all these four cards, because this speaks very closely to a relationship that you possibly thought was over, that is in reality not over. So either something in your love life is coming back around, or an ex is returning. It's coming from a place of where maybe you thought there were three people, maybe there were three people and a relationship ended, but now there's not anymore, and there's a resurfacing of this person in your life. And what's crowning your May is the Seven of Wands reversed. This is also important because you may very well have had your defenses up in the past. You may very well have thought that something was going on, and maybe it wasn't. And that speaks very clearly to this card, this Ace of Swords here, that talks about the clarity that you now have. Whether you're going to be having discussions, now again, I'm focusing on the future-oriented type of discussions, but you may have some discussions that offer you, or you may have had discussions that offer you this clarity where you now realize that this person is back, or the relationship is not over, or the feelings are still there, and there's no need for you to have your defenses up. Because in reality, in this future position, we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and this card speaks to sneaky behavior, lying, stealing, cheating. In love reading, it can speak to cheating, sneaky behavior. And so these three cards are reversed. So you have this clarity now, and your defenses are down. Because maybe you realize that there really wasn't anything going on, and it may have actually just been something that was in your mind that was very hurtful at the time, in the past. But now you're realizing that this relationship and this love that broke your heart didn't mean to break your heart. There was no need for it to happen. And your defenses are really down because you were most likely in a state, the Eight of Swords upright, you were in a state of your own mental confines. You were keeping yourself barricaded with your own spinning thoughts and your own worry and your own strife. And now you're realizing that, one, you were doing it to yourself. Those were your thoughts. Those were your suspicions. Those were your defenses. Maybe you caused this separation, and they never really wanted to leave, and maybe you pushed them away. And so now these thoughts are going away, and you're realizing that, the love situation that was there is probably a fairly healthy scenario. And you're really realizing that because you have this clarity. And the passion is definitely still there. So something is starting again, or it could just be a whole new relationship, but it's offering you this new beginning mindset where your defenses don't have to be up and there's trust. and there's no worries of any third party being there. So whether it's an old relationship coming back or a brand new relationship, you feel safe in it. And how your partner or love interest is viewing you is the Three of Pentacles, and they're viewing you as somebody that does very good work, is focused on work, focused on bettering their life, focused on building a materialistic comfortable surrounding for themselves. And they're viewing you as somebody that is more than willing to go the extra mile and put in the extra work for the purpose of building your own safety net. Not necessarily money related, but just in your whole lifestyle. Working hard so you can have yourself surrounded by comfortable things, nice things, clean things, a set schedule, a routine, all those things that kind of clear away any sort of red flags, base level, foundation level red flags that you can have with somebody. Okay, maybe you date somebody and you're like, oh, their life's not really together, or their house is messy, or they don't bathe their dog, or they don't their money just seems like they're a mess. Okay, those types of things are fundamental foundation level red flags that can really negatively impact a potentially very promising relationship. And this person is seeing you. They may have always seen you this way. I don't know, but they are seeing you as somebody that does very much so have their life together and is willing to do what is necessary to build the type of lifestyle that you want. It doesn't mean riches and luxury. It just means comfort and stability. And with the willingness to work for it is a very good trait. So if they're viewing you in this mindset, they're very much into you and the relationship. In your hopes and fears position, we have the Nine of Wands reversed again. All right, this means that you have been fearful and barricading yourself, just like here with the Eight of Swords. You've been barricading yourself with activities, almost inhibiting your love life by trying to stay busy, maybe because you were trying to portray this or trying to maybe fix these types of situations because you realized possibly that it was impacting your love life. So you've been doing this, you were here, but you're not anymore. You are freeing yourself up in terms of time, in terms of availability, in terms of stress and mental stress. That's all going away. That's being washed away now. So in terms of hopes and fears, you're hoping that you can continue with this mindset and continue with this mindset of being open and available and free from your own stress that you place on yourself with respect to your love life and just in your life in general. And it seems to be working because, again, the trust is there. Your defenses are down. Somebody's either back or you have no worries about a relationship ending, and they're viewing you in a very positive light. In your outcome position, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is taking things slowly. Slow messages. Again, if something is starting new or fresh or restarting and you're future-oriented with your communication, you're not afraid to take action and to communicate with somebody, but you're also taking a very practical approach. You're not taking a passionate, rash approach to the communications. You may be brave and fearless in the communication, but you are also being practical and realistic. And you're testing this practicality. You're kind of mixing the practicality with the emotions, dipping the practicality into the emotional pond. Am I really ready to let this person in? Let's test the waters a little bit. So this is a very good reading, Aries, because you have been in a place where there have been people and there's been love in and out, or arguments in a current relationship, and it's been kind of been a rocky road for the last few months for you. And so for you to actually kind of self-actualize and realize this month in May that you may have a lot of this anguish, you may have anguish in the relationship, you may have caused by your own defenses and by your own mindset and by your own mistrust. There very well may have been something going on that caused a break, and all these cards would be flipped upright, but they're not there anymore in your love life. It's not anything that you need to worry about anymore. And that seems very healthy and liberating and freeing for you. And it's going to really let the passion back in because the clarity's there. The clarity's there now. And you're not really afraid. You're not going to jump right in with both feet, but you're also, the fear is gone. All right, let's pull some clarifiers, some overview cards for May. What are the overall messages that you have for Aries for their love life in May? What are the overall messages and clarifying messages for Aries love life in May? It says take the top. All right, we have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and Temperance. So this speaks to fun, loving banter. Okay, little arguments that are fun. Okay, pushing and pulling, witty repartee, and possibly within groups of people. You may be, if you're just starting a relationship, the communication is going to flow very well, and it's going to be very fun and flirty and push-pull type of energy. And you're ready for a relationship. The Nine of Pentacles reversed can really mean two things. One, you could feel like your life is not in order or settled enough in order to invite a real relationship into your life, or, and this is the context that I'm sensing for you with this reading and all these cards surrounding it, you're sensing that your life is in order, they feel it too, and you're actually just not wanting to be alone. You're really ready for a relationship. Okay, although all the things that you were worried about, your financial security, your living situations, car payments, all that type of thing, that's all cleared out and you are feeling worry-free in that regard. And now you're really actually just ready to invite somebody in. And it looks like they are coming in. And then Temperance. So you do feel your emotional state has been dampened a little bit. It's not so volatile and so worrisome and highly emotional. It's more... And this is most likely because of what you've done with yourself and your work and your scheduling. It's as if you are standing on a very firm ground now, and you're in a place where things that could have caused a very volatile communication style in the past are no longer there, and you're more open and settled with yourself. And so things that may have kind of set you off before or made you worry aren't going to be there anymore. You're going to feel very even and calm and self-assured. That's the word I'm wanting to look for with these cards. Self-assured, even this, with this flirty banter, very self-assured, and it shows. And it brings somebody into your life or brings somebody back into your life. And it looks like it's going to be a really good month for you, Aries. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy your April. And let me see if there's anything else I want to say. Let's look at the card that's at the bottom of the deck. Justice reversed. So this speaks to, with this reading, relating to this reading, this speaks to you really being on an even playing field and not worrying so much if something's fair. You're not going to be in the sort of transactional relationship where you're thinking, well, I did this for them, so they need to do this for me, or I said this, so why aren't they responding this way? It's not going to be a transactional type of relationship. You're even and calm and poised, and you're not going to be reacting to things that come to you in a way that is highly positive or highly negative. You're just going to take things for what they are and not worry if they're fair or not. You're not going to be so reactive this month. All right, Aries, well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a beautiful reading. I'm looking forward to it because I'm an Aries, and I hope you are too. All right, thank you so much. Bye.